In this lesson, we're going to talk about charts. So in many cases, people may never actually look at your data. A chart is maybe all that they look at, and it helps them to digest the data fast. So we're in our sample file, and we're on the Orders tab. We're going to select a cell, then go to the Insert tab up at the top of your window, and then click on Recommended Charts. This is what I like to do. I like to let Excel do the work for me. So it'll tell me, it provides some options for different chart types. So the first you can see is sum of unit price by product number. That one is not really going to help me. What I'm looking for is, total sales by product number. So this one is a sum of customer numbers. So the customer number is arbitrary, so that doesn't help me much if they sum that. Okay, so I think this is what I'm looking for. I want to sum the total costs by the product number. This, I think, is going to be the most useful. They give you some other options too. Sum of total costs by order category. That might be interesting. But I'm really mainly interested in that previous one, which is sum of total costs by product number. And this is actually one other option, count of order numbers by the order category. This might be useful down the road if I want to know if I'm increasing my large orders, right? Because that's what I really want to do. What we'll do is we'll go back to sum of total costs by product number with the OK button, and Excel in a new sheet will present the chart to us. And we'll go ahead and rename this as our orders chart. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and select the chart, and then we want to hit the paintbrush, which you'll see up here in the top right corner of the column. And this will help us to easily format our chart so it's a little prettier than it looks like right now. And you can scan over each option to see which one you prefer. So I'm going to go ahead and stick with this option. I like it. It'll give us something to start with in Excel. We can clean it up a little bit. We'll go ahead and actually first change the title, because this may not make sense to some folks. We'll call it Total Costs by Product, or Total Sales by Product. The next thing I want to do is I want the actual value for each of those bars to appear, because you don't see them right now. What we can do is select a bar, and then right-click it, and then you'll see the Add Data Labels button, and then we'll click Add Data Labels. This, I think, is a little more helpful than the just the scale on the left-hand side. And we don't even really need that scale anymore, so we can select that and just hit backspace or delete, and it'll remove that for us and just make things, clean things up on our chart here. The other thing that we want to do is actually fix the way our product number is aligned. It might be a little confusing there to read. So what you can do is go up to the Home tab, click on the Orientation button, and then let's go ahead and angle it counterclockwise. That, I think, is probably a little bit easier to read. Now, the next thing we may want to do is actually go to the table on the left-hand side that Excel has created for us, and we want to actually sort these. We want to sort them from, high to low values. And this might make it even more interesting to read, because you can quickly see which products are the top three and which products are the bottom three. You don't have to actually, someone doesn't have to think through it. They can visually see the highest sales to the lowest sales. Another thing that we can do, which is actually pretty cool, is on the Analyze tab, insert a slicer. Now this is just another way to chop up our chart, the data in our chart. So maybe what we need to do is, so we have total sales by product. Maybe we want to see the total sales by product and by order category. So we can select that and use that as our slicer, and we'll have a little pop-up that appears. And what we can do is we'll move this over so we can see our chart. What we can do is we can select one of these, and it'll give us the total sales by product and then by order category. So let's try small order. So within all of the small orders, these are the total sales for each product. Actually kind of a cool way to look at it kind of on the fly. We can do the same for normal orders and also for large orders as well. Kind of just a really cool way, another way in which to slice up your data. And then if we want to clear that filter, there's a button in the top right corner that allows us to do that. One other thing that we can do is on the Design tab, we'll have other options to format it. And these are things you may want to explore. A lot of them actually appeared when we selected the paintbrush earlier, but it just kind of gives you an idea of all of the different styles that Excel offers to you. So again, what I like to do is have Excel do the work for me. So I recommend you start with a format that they've provided, and then clean it up, make it look the way that you'd like for it to look. You can also change the colors, lots of things you can do. And actually what I'll even do is show you one example of how I might tailor this to someone or to a specific request. So let's say, for example, my boss was interested in product number 5, right? So I could just select that bar, and change the fill on that so that when my boss takes a look at this, he can easily see where product 5 fits in terms of sales across all of our products. So it's, again, a lot of folks may never actually read our detailed data, but if we create a great chart for them like this, it really helps them to digest that data fast.